Hi there, my name is Aaron Short and welcome to my YouTube channel and a new guitar day. This actually came in from Sweetwater yesterday, but I had a gig last night, so I wanted to wait until today to unbox this guitar. This is really exciting. This was announced at the NAMM show 2022 in June, so it's been a few months since I ordered it. This is a limited edition guitar and I'm really excited and a little bit nervous to check it out as well. I've got high expectations for this thing. First of all, here's my assistant Harry. He's going to enjoy the box or the boxes, I'm sure. And there is some construction next door. I apologize, but I cannot wait any longer to open the box. First of all, I've had a few guitars show up from other dealers and companies lately that were damaged. This box is awesome because you can see the box is slightly damaged, but this is a secondary box. So there's a big box with padding and then the box inside. That is how you ship a guitar, and this has been shipped very well. Having said that, let's check out what it looks like inside. So there we go, excellent padding on top. There's our Sweetwater candies. Right there, for those that are interested. All right, so as you can see, the actual Martin box is inside, so it's double boxed. I just know the cats are gonna love this big box. There you go, Harry. Now, actually, look, this box is a bit damaged, so we're gonna have to check this out. Whenever you see damage like that, you should really take photos or video the unboxing because that's not a good sign. So, I mean, I'm not nervous because Sweetwater are amazing and this is not a sponsored video, but I know if there's any problem with this guitar, they're gonna take care of me immediately. That's why I do business with them. But you know, and it's not their fault. They've packaged this really well, but I've had a few guitars get damaged. Everything worked out in the end, but it's just a hassle with some companies, right? So anyway, let's take a look inside. Hopefully we're okay. So this is it. This is a CS SC 2022. So this is the Nazareth made version of the SC13, basically. This is a brand new model. If I'm to keep this guitar, I'm going to sell some other Martins to pay for this one. That's what I've decided to do. The reason I want this is that it's modern, it's comfortable, and it's got the Aura HD system, which is one of the better pickups on the market. So I really want this to work out to use for live streaming and recording. And it has to sound excellent unplugged, and it has to sound excellent plugged in. And when I say excellent, that's all subjective. But I know the sound that I'm looking for in my head, and it has to be close to that for me to want to sell 2 or 3 other guitars to keep this one. So that's why I'm a little bit nervous about this unboxing. Now you can see it has been opened before. That's because they take photographs, and I'll show you those photographs that they take on the screen. It's really great the way they take really high quality photographs and send you the weight of the guitar as well when you purchase it. That's really good for electric guitars too. I'll put those on the screen later on, so you can see them. Okay, so this is the main reason I wanted to do this. First of all, we've got some good padding here, but check out this case. This is an aluminum, or in the UK, aluminium case. It's easier to stand up for this one. Put that down there. Put the Martin box over here. So now we have 2 boxes for 2 cats, which is perfect. Right, so check this out. Have you ever seen one of these before? Obviously, they had to make a new case because the SC is a new body shape, and the SC13 comes in a gig bag. So they weren't going to ship this in a gig bag at this price, so they've given you a custom-made case. I wonder if you can buy these. I was worried it'd be super heavy when I saw aluminum, but actually it's very light. It's a very thin material, so it feels very light to me. And it looks cool, looks very modern. Look, the gray handle. I'm just going to check it over again for any damage, any signs of damage in shipping. I don't think I see anything here. That's where you stand it up. So you see, much easier to store. Although having said that, I mean, there's a few minor scratches, but I'd expect that. Let's check the bottom here. Yeah, so there's no feet on the bottom, so I can stand it up in the closet. So here we go. We're going to get the usual drum roll. Look at that. Oh, I got to take this in. Hang on. Okay, first of all, here's our inspection card. So we'll take that out. The usual inspection from Sweetwater. So that's good to know they've checked intonation. We'll check all this again, but it's good to know they've checked all these things. So I'll put that there for later. Now, first of all, this thing looks great. I mean, check out the binding. I'm seeing some stuff here. This is from the case, okay? So the case has some bits flaking off, but very ornate, custom shop. Let's take it out. Let's make sure nothing got damaged in shipping here. The first thing you feel is how thin and light it is, which of course is the reason that I really wanted it. So the pick guard has a protector on it, which I need to peel off. The rosette around the sound hole is incredibly ornate. I really like it. There is your volume and tone control for the pickup. That's the way you adjust the neck in there. Let's do the obligatory smell. Yeah, it smells awesome. I was so disappointed with the authentic guitars because they don't have a smell, but this has that smell. Now there's some bear clawing on here. Looks more like a kind of a silking than a bear claw, like this very silky Sitka on top. I really, really like the inlay work. It's beautiful. The binding is maple and it's very thin. It feels so thin. And of course, this is really based on like the Modern Deluxe line. So here's your adjustments on the back here. I don't know how you adjust it yet. I haven't owned an SC13 before or an SC style guitar, but I think they're going to release videos on how to do that. And perhaps we can cover that on the channel in the future. I hope it will play well. Anyway, I'm just checking the neck for anything and checking the headstock. You know, it's really important, I found lately, when you get a new guitar, even from somewhere like Sweetwater and Martin, to go over it with a bright light, because sometimes you might own a guitar for a couple of months and then go on a bright stage and realize there's a problem with the guitar. That has happened to me in the past as well. So really wipe it over with a cloth and go over it with a bright light and make sure there's nothing at all. You know, no cracks, no finished imperfections. And obviously with some guitars, these things are more important than others, but with a custom shop instrument like this, I think that stuff is really, really important. I don't want to see anything out of the box, especially on something as ornate as this. But the first thing I think is it feels incredibly comfortable. So let's check out what's in here. The user guide, the strings they use. So these are 12s on here, not 11s like the SC13. And there's the key. So standard stuff in there. So yeah, the main reason they made this case, as you can see inside, is to fit this body shape. And it's very important to store your guitar in a hard case around here in the winter. I love the look of the neck. The neck looks like it's thinner than my electric guitars. It's kind of crazy. Like up here, I wonder if some people would like this. It's so thin, clearly for an electric guitar player. Very, very different to a vintage Martin, that's for sure. Impressively in tune, that's for sure. Or let's just check out the intonation while we're here. So 12th fret. And fret the note. Pretty good, not 100%, let's see. That one's close, yeah. Now, apparently it's very easy to adjust the intonation action on this guitar, unlike your authentic Martin where you've got to take the whole neck off, which is a huge job. On here you can adjust the action and intonation as well. So I'm not too worried about that. I just don't know how to do it yet. So for example, that's perfectly in tune, and then That's perfectly in tune. Okay, so I think we're good on intonation. Okay, let's try that. Let's give it its first strum. The tone is very good. It's bright but still warm at the same time, if you know what I mean? I've got a bad arm right now, so I can't play as loud as I normally do anyway, to be fair, but the tone is really nice. The action is really low. Let me just test this here. So it plays well. The action is definitely low, and the tone, like I said, it's a really nice tone. I think I need to play it more. I'm not going to judge it today because, you know, when you first get a guitar out of the box and you want to play it, let the wood loosen up a little bit, get used to it, see what you're going to expect from it. But yeah, I'm very happy that it's not like a dull tone. It's definitely a modern tone. That's what I wanted from this. I mean, it's definitely more resonant than, say, my Cole Clark guitar, but the whole point with that guitar is that you plug it in. It's supposed to be a rigid guitar. So this reminds me more of that than, say, an HD28. Having said that, I find those guitars kind of boomy lately, the standard series HD28. So I think what I'll probably end up doing, I might make a video where I record this and compare this to the GPC28, the HDC28, and see how they sound in the room and recorded and against each other, and then make my decision whether I'm going to keep those two guitars or this guitar and sell those two. My thought right now is that I prefer this one just because it's so comfortable. And like the access you get up here from the neck, you just don't get that on the other guitars. You can't play up here on the other guitars. It's not, the cutaway doesn't go as deep as it does on this guitar. So I like that. I mean, look, check that out. Check how deep that cutaway goes there. It's kind of crazy, right? Yeah, I like it. I'm a little bit, okay, let me be critical now. So I think it looks awesome. Some people might say there's too much bling here. I like the bling. I'm a little bit surprised. It's not a deal breaker for me, but I'm a bit surprised there's some bear claw on the top of this guitar when it's such an expensive high-end. I thought this would be the highest grade Sitka with the like zero bear clawing here. Now, I know some people like bear claw, and the silking is very nice. I mean, like, the back is really nice. The neck is obviously mahogany, very nice. Maybe I'm being too fussy. I mean, wood is wood, and these are so limited. You don't really get a choice to look, you know, to choose the one that you get because they're just selling out really quick. There's only like 300 of them. But I'm just being super critical. Maybe that top piece could have been more uniform. Maybe you like that it's not uniform. Let me know in the comments below. So you can see there, I keep looking at that neck, thinking that neck looks a bit weird here. And I think it does actually. It doesn't look very clean. and it looks like there's a gap. Well, there is a gap. They say it's a dovetail, but you can, again, adjust the neck. You can adjust the action and intonation without having to remove the neck and re-glue it again. So that's a good thing. But I think they could make this look a little bit cleaner here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a bit of a, yeah, it just looks a little bit kind of sloppy, I think. I'm being very critical here, but you know, that's why I'm here, right? That's why I'm making this video. So yeah, that's me being very fussy. From the front, it looks absolutely fine. The frets are done very well. Overall, no, it looks fantastic. It's definitely got that Martin tone. And what you got to remember is these are 12s with, and the scale isn't long scale. It's kind of in between short and long. The action is definitely very low, and the body is very thin and comfortable. You know, one thing I might have done here is add the bevel, an armrest bevel on the guitar like this to make it even more modern. And maybe a sound port, I don't know, maybe. But maybe that would make this thing way too modern for Martin. But the tone is still, it still has that resonance and that kind of Martin, yeah, the Martin resonance, I call it, because a lot of guitars from other brands don't really resonate that much. Sometimes that's good on stage, but sometimes it's just like, I miss that Martin resonance that you get from the guitars. And then sometimes some Martins are too resonant in some ways, and they get kind of muddy. So this is the perfect in-between of those things for me. And if the fact it plays smoothly is good. Oh, I forgot to say as well, it's got Evo fret wire as well, so the fret should last longer, which is nice too. Another reason I wanted it, actually. Something I can play a lot and not wear out the frets too quickly. So yeah, actually, honestly, the more I play this, the more I like it. If you want to see this recorded directly versus a microphone, subscribe and ring the bell. If you want to see this compared to a GPC Martin, which is kind of the next thing, you know, in this kind of size, then subscribe and ring the bell. So thanks for watching. This is the Martin CS-SC 2022. And Harry says goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.